take a deep dive into the world of college football with some of the biggest names.
And good evening, football fans. Welcome to Hiding Community Stadium as we get set for Marshfield Tigers football tonight as the Marshfield Tigers take on the Menomonie Mustangs. Jason Zaleski here. This is the ShedsDelivered.com pregame show. ShedsDelivered.com, your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See the display lots in Marshfield, Medford, Wisconsin Rapids, and get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. Non-conference action here. Your final tune-up before conference play for both teams begins next week. Menomonie out of the Big Rivers Conference picked up the win last week on Thursday over Eau Claire North, 54-32 final score over at Don and Nona Williams Football Stadium. That's the UW Stout Blue Devils football stadium there in Menomonie. Again, final score, Menomonie takes it over Eau Claire North, 54-32. For Marshfield, a losing effort on the road at New Richmond. That was a game I was at last week. 49-25 over there. We'll take you through the scoring recap, and it was a quick 14-0 lead for the New Richmond Tigers as that game got underway. And I'll take you through that scoring. Austin Whittick, a 47-yard run, just a couple minutes off of the game clock, made it 7-0 for New Richmond. And then Whittick again, just 3 minutes later, a 26-yard run, and that made it 14-0 over Marshfield. It was Lucas Holland getting Marshfield on the scoreboard with 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Extra point was good. 14-7 though, New Richmond Tigers over the Marshfield Tigers at the end of the first. Whittick again, just a minute and 13 seconds into the second quarter, 43-yard sprint to the end zone. And that followed another New Richmond touchdown in the second quarter. Nick Stelrecht, a 45-yard run. Extra points good on both, and it was 28-7 New Richmond headed towards the halftime, but Hayden Carlson would put Marshfield to the halftime on a good note, a 26-yard touchdown run for Carlson, and Agna, the extra point was good. So 28-14, your halftime score last week for Marshfield on the insufficient end against New Richmond. In the third quarter, 8 minutes or so in to that third quarter, and Whittick again, this time punched it in from 2. Fourth quarter, Tigers would get on the board. Agna, a 24-yard field goal, a minute and 34 into that fourth quarter. Tavian Brandt, a 35-yard touchdown run, essentially put it to bed for New Richmond. Ben Jordan did have a 22-yard pass catch from Ethan Femmel after a fumble was recovered in the end zone by the Tigers, and then New Richmond capped it off with a 3-yard touchdown run. Unfortunately, a player not on the roster. Final score, 49-25, New Richmond Tigers over the Marshfield Tigers. New Richmond moves their record to 1-0. Marshfield here tonight, 0-1 on this still young football season. Again, tonight here at Menomonie. So back-to-back Thursday night games before Marshfield will hit the road again next week, and they travel to number 1 ranked in Division II, Rice Lake. A tough game for Marshfield next week. Menomonie, a good football team here in 2025 as well. So 3 quality opponents, the opponents that you see at Camp Randall with some regularity over the last 10 to 15 years. Again, New Richmond, Menomonie, Rice Lake before Marshfield begins conference play on September 12th here against Eau Claire Memorial. Other games on the network tonight. Lacrosse Logan is at Wausau East. The aforementioned Rice Lake Warriors visit Wisconsin Rapids. New Richmond at Eau Claire North. River Falls at DC Everest. It was DC Everest and Rice Lake going down to the wire last week. Rice Lake on the win. And then this game here. That's our 5-game football schedule tonight. We add a 6th game on Zaleski Sports. It's girls volleyball. 7:15 serve. Eliva Strum is at Neilsville. Again, this is Menomonie at Marshfield, and this has been the ShedsDelivered.com pregame show. ShedsDelivered.com, your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See the display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids, and get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. Our clock has struck 0, and we will turn it over to our public address and the Marshfield Tigers marching band for today's national anthem.
By the MHS Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Andrew Needler and Mr. Brett Potter.
The last note of the anthem, we'll just hit the commercials back to back. We'll switch our audios here. Let's see if they get rid of the touchdown. This is
Man, that furnace is just going down and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is going to work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh. Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Contest, but Marshfield has lost 4 straight ball games to this Menomonie squad. Other teams in the Valley Football Association also playing non-conference games tonight. Rice Lake is at Wisconsin Rapids, Stevens Point at Superior, River Falls at DC Everest, La Crosse Logan at Wausau East, Wausau West at Hudson, Eau Claire Memorial at Chippewa Falls, and New Richmond at Eau Claire North. Also in non-conference 11-man football tonight, Merrill at Crandon, Sturgeon Bay at Antigo. Non-conference 8-man football this evening, Cornell is at Mellon, Rosholt at Alma Center Lincoln, New Auburn plays at Lake Holcomb, and Clayton is at McDonald. Here at Hiding Stadium, the Marshfield Tigers facing Menomonie tonight in a non-conference high school football contest. Please stay with us. Marshfield Tiger football is up next on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by Four Choices, 114 East 14th Street, Marshfield. Dine-in or carry-outs, dial 715-207-0358. Daily lunch specials and Friday fish fry baskets. Remax American Dream, the right connections, technology, and strategies to meet your home buying or selling vision. 901 North Central Avenue, Marshfield. And McDonald's Marshfield. Get exclusive deals on your McDonald's favorites in the app. Contactless order and pay, drive-through, and curbside pickup.
And welcome back to Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Football tonight, Marshfield and Menomonie about to kick things off here at Hiding Stadium. Everett Paulson kicking for Menomonie from left to right or north to south here at Hiding Stadium. Beautiful evening for football this evening. Temperatures in the 60s, clear sky. Should be a great night for football. Paulson approaching the football. Kick is on the way. A line drive to the near side and grabbed by Hayden Carlson at the 11. Up the near sideline across the 25, out to near the 30, and pushed back at the 30-yard line. Dale Yukaitis back with us once again this week to add his commentary and analysis. Good to see, Dale, that you got back here. Dale was earlier today up in Mellon watching the Mellon versus Cornell 8-man game. So, Dale, good to see you made it back for that one.
Oh, that was a great game. It really was. What was it, 95-95 or something like that? I don't remember.
Something like that.
Something like that. Physical team coming to town here tonight in Menomonie. They always are. Tigers are going to have to match that physicality if they want to be in this football game.
1st and 10 Tigers just across their own 29-yard line. Trevin Fries at quarterback. On 1st down, he gives to Hayden Carlson. He gets hit in the backfield and goes down for a big loss. He'll lose about 5 yards on that run. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. With Dale Yukaitis, I'm Gene Delisio here at Hiding Stadium.
Menomonie has always been strong on that defensive front up the middle. They have often had all-state players that have gone to play big-time college football.
2nd and 14 for Marshfield, just across their own 25. Ethan Fimmel comes in to play quarterback on this play. That was far sideline, but just past receiver Cam Kolstad at the 35-yard line, incomplete pass.
Kolstad slowed down just a little bit coming out of his route, and that was about the 6 inches that maybe was needed to complete that pass.
Jacob Sadowska back in at receiver, and Trevin Fries back in to play quarterback on 3rd and 14 from the 26-yard line. We'll likely see Fries and Ethan Fimmel both play quarterback for the Tigers tonight. Kolstad far side, Sadowska near side. Josh Taylor and Hayden Carlson in the I behind Trevin Fries on 3rd and long. Now the Tigers shift and Fries goes into a pistol formation. Sadowska lines up as a slot on the far side. Trevin takes the snap and gives the ball to Carl. No, he keeps the ball to the outside, crosses the 35-yard line out to about the 38. He'll be stopped shy of the 1st down by about 2 or 3 yards. Trevin Fries had no rushing attempts last week, but runs on that play. There's a Menomonie man down on the play. Injured Menomonie player on the play. Ball not spotted as of yet, but likely right around the 37-yard line, about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker.
Well, we have a moment here, Gene, when you're talking about a philosophy as far as what are you going to try to do in any football game. Some people would like to see a kid like Fimmel load it up and maybe throw it 30 to 40 times a ball game. Others like to see Fries and possibly his ability to run the football. Here's the scoop on that. You run the football against a very strong defensive team like this, and I think you better get outside. You're not going to get much up the middle usually. Passing the football, they're a good defensive team, possibly can throw the ball on them, but then again, if you go 3 and out, throwing the football, next thing you know, Menomonie's powerful offense has the ball right back. So that's one of the dilemmas that coaches face in game planning if we throw it too.
The injured ball player is linebacker Andrew Pember. He's being helped off the field. Fries on that run, rush for 11 yards to the 37. So it's 4th and 3 Marshfield at their own 37-yard line. Aaron Agna on to punt the ball for Marshfield. Menomonie has nobody back in this situation. Mustangs looking for a possible fake. No one back on this play. Agna kicking from around his own 25-yard line. Good snap. And the kick away, a high kick. Bouncing inside the 30, now bounces back the other way, and the Tigers let the ball roll dead around the Menomonie 33-yard line. Menomonie football, they'll mark it at the 34, 1st and 10. Play just underway here at Hiding Stadium with no score in this ball game.
Because of the way that ball bounced back, it turned out to be only a 30-yard punt.
Aaron Agna did a couple of kicks last week for the Tigers, averaging 28.5. And now Menomonie's offense is on the field, led out by quarterback Tyler Mars. He's a 6'1", 190 senior. Mars in the pistol formation on 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. On 1st down, here's a jet sweep to Charlie Mickelsill, but that play is stopped.
flag on the far sideline. That's probably procedure.
Yes, it is, Dale. You're right. Ball back to the 29-yard line. 1st and 15.
Used to seeing Menomonie come out with a couple of tight ends and 2 backs in the backfield that are lined up right behind the guard and tackle on one side, and they just power it up.
D.J. Butler, the running back, next to the quarterback, Mars. And Butler gets the carry, gets hit, and spins forward across the 30 to about the 32.
That's going to be a procedure again, in that a running back in the backfield, well before the snap, decided to just take 2 steps forward and move up in his position. Can't do that.
And the flag has flown, although they did let the play run. And Butler carried to the 32-yard line. He gained 3 on the play.
That player can step forward, but then he has to go laterally in motion. He can't just step forward a couple steps and stand there.
And they'll mark it off once again back to the 24. So now 1st and 20 for Menomonie at their own 24-yard line.
I say that once the other offensive players are set, he can't step forward like that.
Luke Bistel out wide to the near side. Mars will hand off once again to Butler across the 25, out across the 30 to 31. And taken down there by Lucas Halen after a gain of 7 on that play. Butler for 7. Butler, by the way, last year ran for over 500 yards for Menomonie. 2nd and 14, Menomonie at their own 31. Mars again from the pistol. Wants to throw. Tosses far side. The ball batted loose. Incomplete. He was tossing quickly to Max Erickson, but a Marshfield player got a hand in there and knocked that ball loose.
Well, the Menomonie players want pass interference because the Marshfield player hit the guy behind the line, but there is no PI or pass interference back there.
I think that was Carson Klum got a hand on the football on that play. So 3rd and about 13 for Menomonie at their own 31. Liam Asher goes out wide far side. 2 receivers on the near side. Mars back in the pistol. And he gives the Mikasel on a jet sweep. Gets outside on the far sideline and cut down around the 37-yard line. Carson Klum again out there to make the stop, about 5 or 6 yards short of the 1st down marker. Mikasel to the 37, gains 6. It's 4th down, 4th and about 6 for Menomonie. And Mars, in a short formation, kicks it down the near sideline. No Tigers are back on this play, and the ball will roll out of bounds right around the Marshfield 20.
Interesting situation. I was talking with my son last week, and 3 or 4 times a year at Auburndale, we would run a quick kick. And a college team did it the other day, and he says, "Have you ever seen that before?" I said, "Yes, in fact, I've done it before." And here we go. Rather than putting a punter back there, it keeps the receiving team from putting a man back.
So a 1st down now for Marshfield. They'll put the ball in play at their own 19-yard line. 9:35 remaining in the 1st quarter. Still no score. Tiger offense on the field. Junior quarterback Trevin Fries at the controls. Kolstad and Landon Truby, wide receivers on the far side. Tigers now shift. And Carlson joins Fries in the backfield. Fries gives the ball to Carlson. Not much running room. He'll fight off a tackle, though, and get outside for a nice gain across the 30. Cuts outside again to the 40-yard line, up the far sideline, and out of bounds near midfield. A very determined run by Hayden Carlson.
Determined run. We saw some of that against New Richmond last weekend. He's got a very strong lower body, upper body. He's been in the weight room, obviously. A big-time run there.
Hayden ran for 93 yards against New Richmond last week. He rushes for 26 on this play. A 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 45-yard line.
He ran over 2 or 3 players on that run.
Truby, wide near side along with Cam Kolstad. 2 receivers far side. Again, the Tigers shift, and Femmel now is under center with a split backfield. Ethan turns and hands off to his fullback, Josh Taylor, straight ahead for maybe a yard, maybe 2. Taylor to the 47-yard line. 2nd and 8 Tigers at their own 47-yard line. In case you missed the story earlier today, the Green Bay Packers acquiring Micah Parsons from Dallas for Kenny Clark and 2 number 1 draft picks.
Who? Is he any good?
Well, he can do a few things.
Yeah, one of those big-time trades every 4 or 5 years you hear of.
2nd and 7 for the Tigers at their own 48. Tigers once again shift. Fries in the backfield with Taylor and Carlson next to him. Tristan takes the snap, gives to Carlson once again, gets hit, spins away outside for a big gain across the Menomonie 40, inside the 35-yard line, finally taken down near the 30.
We talked about that in the pregame. I thought one of the possibilities for these Tigers was to be able to try to get that ball to the outside away from that strong defensive front, and they've done it twice. Carlson running over people.
And 21 more yards for Carlson on that play. A first down for Marshfield at the Menomonie 32-yard line. No score, 8:30 remaining in the first quarter here at Hiding Stadium.
Those runs have come off of right tackle. He's been hit a little bit. There's been some traffic there, but he's bounced his way further outside and then run through more people.
That's Sam Granger out there playing that right tackle spot. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Menomonie 32. And Carlson at a direct snap gets outside across the 30 to the 25 and dives forward to do the first down marker at the 22-yard line.
See what kind of a mark he gets. A Central Wisconsin officiating crew tonight. Rich Hole, Mike Klein, the ex-baseball coach at Pittsfield, Jim Krieger. I don't know who they announced for the 4th guy.
Well, Carlson gains 10 more on that play. It is a first down for Marshfield at the Menomonie 22-yard line.
Interesting, because they're running to the short side of the field right towards the Menomonie bench.
Femmel under center here. Taylor and Carlson in the I formation. Ethan wants to pass here. Now it's a draw play to Carlson. A big gain straight ahead to the 15. Cuts outside of the 10-yard line. Breaks another tackle at the 10. Near the 5-yard line. Near the
Wow.
22-yard scoring run for Hayden Carlson. Caps a 5-play, 81-yard scoring drive. The Tigers lead 6-0. Tigers with a 5-play drive. They had 4 plays on that drive of 10 yards or more. Aaron Ogna back in the ball game. He'll attempt to kick the PAT. Ball is down, kick is on the way. It is up and it is good. Ogna on the PAT, and so the Marshfield Tigers on the scoreboard early tonight. We have 7:55 remaining in the first quarter. Our score is Marshfield 7, Menomonie nothing. And more football coming up following these messages.
Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
On that drive, Hayden Carlson with runs of 26, 21, 10, and 22 yards to help Marshfield get on the scoreboard this evening. Aaron Ogna kicking off for the Tigers. 3 men back deep for Menomonie. Kick is away, long end over end kick. And here is a handoff to Renner Stoll going up the far sideline, but not very far. Turned back by the Tigers inside the 15-yard line.
Well, 5 Tigers that time pursuing that ball carrier on the reverse, and I think all 5 were in on the tackle.
Wes Nowitzki, the principal tackler on that play. So Menomonie has the ball back. 1st and 10 Mustangs at their own 14 with 7:49 remaining in the opening quarter. And Marshfield on top 7-0.
Tigers not real physical at times against New Richmond. I think that might have been the word this last week. Come on, boys. We got to get tougher.
Menomonie offense back on the field, led out by senior quarterback Tyler Mars. DJ Butler, only a junior, the running back next to him. Mars in the pistol formation here. Gets the snap. and hands the ball off to Butler, hitting the backfield and stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tigers with a swarming tackle on that far sideline. Several Marshfield players in on that stop, led by Caden Reisner. Looks like a half yard on the play, but not much more for Butler. 2nd and 9.5 for Menomonie at their own 15-yard line. Two receivers far side, one near side, plus a blocking back on the far side. Micasell comes in motion, and the quarterback Mars himself straight ahead, breaks a couple of tackles, and upended around the 23-yard line, near the first down marker. Taylor Mars straight ahead to the 23. He'll pick up 8 on that play. This Mustangs ball club coached by Mike Sins, the nephew of longtime Edgar coach Jerry Sins.
And Coach Labuda, who made his mark over there in Menomonie for many, many years, has retired or moved on, whatever.
3rd and 1 Menomonie at their own 23. Pistol formation. And the give to Butler, he's upended but falls forward across the 25. A Tiger ball player, I believe that was Lucas Halen, got in there and got a hand on Butler, but he fell forward to the 26 and gets the first down on the play. So a 1st and 10 for Menomonie at their own 26.
Menomonie's first down.
Tigers lead 7-0 midway through the first quarter. Mars back of the pistol. Micasell comes in motion. And Mars rolling far side. He'll keep the ball himself across the 30 and stop right there. Several Tigers are on that stop. Beckett McFarland is there. Lucas Halen there as well. On a run play by the quarterback Mars to the 30-yard line. He'll gain 4 on that carry. 2nd and 6 for Menomonie at their own 30. Mustangs moving from north to south or left to right here at Hiding Stadium. Mars back in the pistol. And he wants to run the quarterback draw again and upended at the 35-yard line by Beckett McFarland. About 1.5 yards shy of the first down marker. Marking back at the 34. He gains 4 on that play.
Interesting for me to see all of these not total spread offenses, but receivers wide out on both sides, also with the slot on one side. So new coach, a little bit different philosophy so far.
3rd and 2 Menomonie at their own 34.
Here comes a run to the left. He stepped up again.
Mars will keep the ball himself and dives forward to the 36. He was actually tackled from behind by 2 Tigers on that play, Carson Klum and Mason Anderson, but he falls forward across the 36 to pick up the first down.
That running back on the right-hand side, it's about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Again, stepped forward for about 1 yard before the snap. Didn't go in motion. No penalty that time.
1st and 10 Menomonie at their own 36. Mars stays in the pistol. 3 receivers now on the near side. Micasell comes in motion. Gets the handoff on the jet sweep. Comes back to the near side and stopped about the 43-yard line. Again, Beckett McFarland on the stop at the 43. That's 7 yards on that run by Micasell. Charlie Micasell, a wide receiver, caught 18 passes last season, but has run the ball a couple of times so far in this ball game. 2nd and 4 for Menomonie at their own 43. Mars back at the pistol once again. Takes the snap, rolls to the far sideline, stops and throws on the run. It's caught for a short gain by Max Erickson, but he then crosses the 45-yard line, dives out across midfield to pick up the first down. Max Erickson on the catch. And they'll give him 8 yards to the Tiger 49, a first down for Menomonie, just inside midfield.
Strong run. Ran over a Tiger player.
Well, he's 6'2", 225, and listed as a defensive lineman.
Kind of like you used to do back
in the day. Just about, pretty close. Tigers lead 7-0, 3:45 left in the first quarter. Menomonie first down just inside midfield. And here's Mars, the quarterback, running himself. Now he gives the ball off late to a receiver, Oliver Lugo, who gets outside to near the 40-yard line. May have another first down on that play. Oliver Lugo carrying the football. And they'll mark him out of bounds at the Marshfield 42, so he gains 7 on that play. This is the 10th play on this drive, the first 9 all on the ground. 2nd and 3 Menomonie at the Marshfield 42. Mars will give the ball to Lugo again, coming near side, gets up into the 39-yard line. Nice open field tackle by Marshfield's Easton Ledden, who was being blocked on the play but reached out, knocked down the ball carrier right on the 40-yard line. So here's a 3rd and less than 1 for Menomonie at the Marshfield 40. Mustangs change some personnel. Erickson comes back in, joined by Liam Asher. 3rd and 1 Menomonie at the Tiger 40. Butler in the backfield next to Mars on this play. Mikasel in motion. And Mars himself straight ahead. Powers his way inside the 40 and taking tacklers with him to about the 35. Nice tough run by the quarterback Taylor Mars, to pick up the Menomonie first down. Right on the 35-yard line, gain of 5 on that play.
Yeah, Mars had the 5 yards gain, and it continued to stand up and try to struggle, and then got drilled. That's one of those where eventually you got to say, young man, get down.
1st and 10 Menomonie at the Tiger 35. Mars back in the pistol. Mikasel in motion. And Mars went with a delayed count, may have drawn the Tigers offside. That is the call.
Well, some confusion on the defensive side for Marshfield there. One of the players getting off the field, sprinting off the field just before the snap.
Ball now moved to the 30-yard line. 1st and 5 for Menomonie at the Marshfield 30. Menominee's with 11 plays in this drive, all on the ground. Taylor Mars at quarterback, DJ Butler, the running back next to him. Receiving some instructions from Mars on this play. Mikasel goes in motion. Mars on the quarterback keeper straight ahead to about the 26 and push down there. Lucas Halen and several other Tigers on that stop. Gain of 4 on that play.
That's more of the typical looking Menomonie offense, although in the past they've run that type of play with the quarterback stepping one direction and then coming back with a trap play underneath. Haven't seen that yet tonight. That last time they had Erickson was the lead blocker, I'm trying to say.
2nd and 1 for Menomonie. And here's Mars again off tackle and dives forward about the 17. Stopped there by Mason Anderson. A first down for Menomonie on that run by the quarterback Taylor Mars. Mars now has had 7 carries himself on this drive. He picks up 5 more on that play. 1st and 10 for Menomonie at the Marshfield 21. This is the 14th play in this drive, all on the ground. 1:15 left in the first quarter. Marshfield has the early lead at 7-0. Taylor Mars at quarterback. DJ Butler is the tailback next to him. Mikasel comes in motion, and Mars again keeps the ball. Carries inside the 20, not much further. Got an early hit by Lucas Halen, and falls forward to the 19. He'll gain 2 yards on that run.
That was a trap play with the lineman from Menomonie coming from the left side. Erickson from the backfield, then filling his spot along the offensive line, and Mars running behind that inside trap block.
It's 2nd and 8 for Menomonie at the Marshfield 19. 30 seconds left in the period. Mars back in the pistol once again. Takes the snap and hands the ball off near side to runner Stoll, who gets to the outside and carries inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. Stoll for 6 on that play. And that play may end the first quarter. Quickly, Menomonie lines up on a 3rd and 2. Clock winding down. And now a timeout call by Marshfield. Marshfield takes a timeout. Their first of the first half with just 3 seconds remaining in the first half. And our score, Marshfield 7 and Menomonie nothing. Well, here's a special treat for you fans. Your chance to win 2 tickets to see the Green Bay Packers opener against Detroit on September 7th. Call 715-743-5310. If you don't get through, just leave a message with your name and phone number, And we'll announce the winner on Tuesday, September 2nd. Once again, that number, 715-743-5310. Leave your name and number. We'll pick a winner next Tuesday for the 2 tickets to the Green Bay Packer ball game at Detroit on September the 7th. And you likely see Micah Parsons in a Green Bay Packer uniform in that ball game, after he was acquired by the Packers from Dallas earlier today.
Kenny Clark going to Dallas. Much loved player by the Packers over the years, but getting a little up there in years. He was going to be moved back to a nose guard position this year again, but he's making the big move right now, going down to Dallas. First round draft picks in the next 2 years as well. $188 million contract, and I think I saw today 184 of that guaranteed. Yow.
Not a bad deal. Set to resume play, 3rd and 2 for Menomonie at the Marshfield 13-yard line. Mars again from the pistol, takes the snap and hands the ball off to Stoll, gets outside the 10-yard line and out of bounds inside the 10. It'll have a first down for Menomonie with that run, and that run will end the first quarter of football here at Hiding Stadium. Our score after 1 period is Marshfield 7, Menomonie nothing. We'll come back with second quarter action in just a moment.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
WOSQ during the day, and he was talking this morning about there was no way that Parsons was going to be moved now that the Packers had established their 53-man roster. He had we're getting ready to go here. Go ahead.
First and goal, Menomonie at the Marshfield 8-yard line. Mars in the pistol with Butler next to him. Mars runs the ball himself straight ahead and stood up before he gets to the 5-yard line. Good penetration on that play by the Tigers, led by Wes Nowitzki. They'll give Mars 2 yards to the 6. Second and goal, Menomonie at the Tigers 6. This is the 18th play on this drive, all on the ground for Menomonie.
And 9 of those carries on the ground have been by Mars.
Yeah.
43
Mars
yards.
back in the pistol once again. Butler next to him, second and goal from the 6. Mars will hand the ball off. And ball goes on the outside to Oliver Lugo. He gets close and gets in for the touchdown. Lugo goes the final 6 yards for the score to cap an 18-play, 86-yard scoring drive. And the Marshfield lead cut to 7-6. Very impressive drive by Menomonie. Mars consulting with Coach Sins and his staff. They will now apparently go for a 2-point conversion here. Mars with an empty backfield here. Erickson blocking back on the far side. Butler comes in motion. Gets the handoff, gets outside, cuts back inside, is upended, but falls across the goal line for the 2-point play. Butler scores on the 2-point play run to give Menomonie its first lead. 11:16 remaining in the first half. Our score is Menomonie 8 and Marshfield 7. We'll have more football coming up in just a moment.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Beautiful evening for football. A good group of Menomonie fans on hand for the ball game tonight. Everett Paulson kicking off. Hayden Carlson back in deep safety for Marshfield. And joined there by Gavin Larson. Paulson ready. And the kick is a squib kick up the near sideline, taken to the 34-yard line by a Tiger up man. That's Harlan Meisner, who runs out of bounds near the 40.
Harlan Meisner with that return.
So good field position for Marshfield. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 40-yard line. We're early in the second quarter, and Marshfield now trails Menomonie 8-7. Trevin Fry's a quarterback on this series for the Tigers. Cam Kolstad wide far side. Ben Jordan to the near side. Taylor and Carlson in the eye. Fry's under center. Now he shifts to a pistol spot, and Carlson the tailback next to him. Fries gets a high snap, gives to Carlson straight ahead, through traffic out to about the 43. Picks up 3 yards on that play. Let's mention that Tiger offensive line. At left tackle is Jace Frick. At left guard, Bob Shearer. The center is Cooper Berry. The right guard, Grant Aller. The right tackle is Sam Granger. 2nd and 3 for the Tigers. At their own 43, the tight end, normally Vetter McTaggart. Sometimes Derek Stretz in that role as well. 2nd and 7, and Carlson takes the direct snap, hands to Meisner, a big gain straight ahead up the middle, in the clear in the defensive secondary, and finally taken down inside the Menomonie 25-yard line. Carlson from the direct snap handed off to Harlan Meisner, and Harlan runs all the way down to the Menomonie 20-yard line. A gain of 37 for Harlan Meisner. And a first down for Marshfield at the Menomonie 20. Early second quarter, Marshfield trailing 8-7. Ethan Femmel now playing quarterback. Carlson next to him. Jordan near side, Kolstad far side, and Femmel to throw the ball towards the goal line, looking for Jordan in the end zone, but just overthrows him. Incomplete pass. Jordan behind the defense, but the ball just overthrown, incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Marshfield at the Menomonie 20-yard line. Tigers line up, Sadowska and Kolstad far side. And Larson near side goes in motion, gets the handoff on a jet sweep, trying to turn that corner, gets way outside and pushed out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 17. Gavin Larson getting outside on that jet sweep. They'll give him 2 yards to the 18-yard line. Gavin ran for 7 yards against New Richmond last week. They may now mark him back. Looks like they will. Or we could have a penalty flag on the play. Looks like a call against Menomonie.
Personal foul. It was a late hit out of bounds, Gene.
And that brings the ball down to the Menomonie 9. So a first and goal Tigers at the Menomonie 9-yard line. Early second quarter rather, Tigers trail 8-7. Fries at quarterback, Carlson the tailback on this play. Taylor blocking back on the near side. To give us to Carlson, he stumbles and falls forward. And maybe a yard or two on that play. Carlson off to a tough start on that run. Stumbled and was cut down right near the line of scrimmage. He may have gained 1 yard on the play.
Tough start on that play, but he has 84 yards in the ball game in 6 carries.
And now a second and goal Tigers at the Menomonie 8-yard line. Marshfield with some quick drives tonight. Sadowska wide near side. Carlson the slot man inside him. Fimmel in the pistol. Now the Tigers shift. Carlson and Taylor join Fimmel in the backfield. Kolstad and Larson wide receivers. Fimmel will hand the ball off to Carlson straight ahead to the 5-yard line and stop there. Carlson gains 3 on the play. Third and goal Tigers at the Menomonie 5. Tomorrow evening, by the way, on ZaleskiSports.com, some good high school football matchups on the schedule. Stanley Boyd at Cadott, Colby at Abbotsford, Neilsville Granton at Loyal Greenwood. High school football tomorrow on ZaleskiSports.com. Those games all start at 7 p.m. on Friday evening. Third and goal now for Marshfield, just outside the Menomonie 5-yard line. Fries at quarterback, Carlson next to him. Tight formation, Trevin back to pass. Rolls to the near sideline, has some time, now takes off. Gets stopped around the 10-yard line, however. Could not get outside, and Ren Svenpool knocks down Fries around the 11-yard line, a loss of 6. Quarterback sack for Menomonie. It's a fourth and goal Tigers at the Menomonie 11, and Aaron Ogna, who kicked a 24-yard field goal last week against New Richmond, will try one here from the 18-yard line, so a 28-yard field goal try by Aaron Ogna. Landon Truby is the holder. Ball is down. Here's the kick. Has the distance, and the kick is good. 28-yard field goal by Aaron Ogna. And Marshfield back in front in this ball game. 7:44 remaining in the first half. And our score now is Marshfield 10, Menomonie 8. We'll come back to Hiding Stadium and more football in just a moment.
The Sports Den in Marshfield says, where will you go first? Where will you go first after seeing these sweet deals? Where will you go first with your new electric bike? Where will you go first after getting that much-needed repair? The Sports Den on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and thesportsden.net. The Sports Den, where will you go first? Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Ogna ready. End over and kick. Butler on the 8. The near sideline, 15 across the 20. Runs over his own man and powers out to the 25-yard line. Very impressive run by DJ Butler, and Menomonie football on their own 25. By the way, more high school football action tomorrow on WOSQ as Pittsfield plays at Spencer Columbus. That broadcast tomorrow, 6:45 on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com. First and 10 Menomonie at their own 20-yard line. Senior Taylor Mars, the quarterback. DJ Butler, the tailback. 3 receivers far side, 1 near side. Micasell goes in motion. Here's the jet sweep to Micasell, gets outside and up and around the 31-yard line. Carson Klum there on that stop. I believe Grant Aller, playing some defense, gets out there, makes the play as well. Grant, normally an offensive lineman, playing some linebacker on that play. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line. And here's Lugo on the jet sweep, up in and around the 34-yard line.
Lugo gets that carry.
Lugo runs for about 3 to the 35-yard line. It's a first down for Menomonie at their own 35-yard line. 6:50 remaining first half. Marshfield leads this ball game 10-8. 1st and 10 for Menomonie at their own 35-yard line. All Menomonie plays so far tonight have been on the ground. Mars stays in the pistol formation. Micasell goes in motion. And Mars takes it himself across the 40 to the 43. And Lucas Halen makes that stop for Marshfield.
Myers takes it up the middle.
Menomonie has kept the ball on the ground all night long. They've not had to put the ball in the air at all. 8 more yards for Mars on that play. 2nd and 2 for Menomonie at their own 43-yard line. Again, Menomonie from the pistol formation. Butler next to Mars. Micasell in motion. And Mars to throw the football. Throws deep on the far sideline in traffic, and the ball is caught in a crowd at the 25-yard line. Ball was caught by Liam Asher, went up between a couple of Tiger defenders to make the play and haul it in at the 25-yard line. A gain of 33 on the pass play from Mars to Asher, and a first down for Menomonie at the Tiger 25-yard line. Menomonie trailing 10-8, 5:30 left in the first half. Mars again from the pistol. Stoll goes in motion. Mars takes it himself straight ahead to about the 31. Grabbed from behind and tackled by several Tigers. Lucas Halen, Mason Anderson on that stop. At the 21-yard line, Mars gains 4 on that carry. It's a second down now, second and 6 for Menomonie at the Tiger 21. And here's Stoll on the jet sweep. Gets outside the 15-yard line, the 10, the 5, and ridden down from behind at the 2. Stopped there by Beckett McFarland. Runner Stoll gets outside. He'll gain about 19 on that play. And Menomonie faced with a 1st and goal at the Tiger 2-yard line. 4:50 left first half. Marshfield leads 10-8. Menomonie threatening a score once again. 1st and goal for Menomonie at the Marshfield 2. Mustangs stay in that pistol. Butler next to Mars on this play. Stoll goes in motion. Mars himself straight ahead. Gets in the end zone for the touchdown. 7-play, 75-yard scoring drive for Menomonie. And the Mustangs lead 14-10. Quarterback Taylor Mars takes it the final 2 yards for the score. Now Menomonie will attempt the 2-point conversion. Mars back in the pistol formation, takes the snap, will look to throw the football, and tosses in the end zone, deflected, incomplete pass. The 2-point conversion attempt is unsuccessful. So 4:45 remaining in the first half now. Our scores: Menomonie 14, Marshfield 10. Return to Hiding Stadium and more football in just a moment.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my...
There's a line drive near side. Josh Taylor on the 20. He'll take it himself to the far sideline. Across the 25, the 30, 35-yard line out near the 40. Nice run by Josh Taylor. And Marshfield has the football at about their own 39-yard line. You may remember Wausau East basketball standout Jesse Napgezik. He'll play college basketball next season at Michigan Tech. Napgezik first committed to the University of Mary in Bismarck, South Dakota, but then they changed coaches. And so Napgezik withdrew that commitment. Now on to Michigan Tech. He averaged 23 points and 6 rebounds per game for East last season. Both Mary and Michigan Tech are NCAA Division II schools. 1st and 10 for Marshfield, just across their own 39-yard line. Trevin Fries in the pistol. And Hayden Carlson off tackle for a nice gain across the 50. Breaks a tackle and now down the far sideline. The 35, the 30, 20-yard line in the end zone for the touchdown. Hayden Carlson breaking tackles, goes 61 yards for the score. A one-play, 61-yard scoring drive, and Marshfield right back on top, 16-14. Carlson's second rushing touchdown of this ball game, and Aaron Ogna comes back in the ball game to attempt the PAT. Landon Truby is the holder. Ball is down, kick is on the way, the kick is blocked. The kick is blocked, so the PAT is unsuccessful. That stops the clock with 4:27 remaining in the first half. Our score now, Marshfield 16, Menomonie 14. And more football coming up in just a moment.
A Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at Visit Marshfield.
At Ridgetop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Here's a long end-over-end kick to Butler back on the 2-yard line. Coming to the near side across the 10, gets hit right there and stopped inside the 10. Boy, a big Tiger hit on that play. And that play made by Wes Nowitzki. And Menomonie takes over inside their own 10-yard line. First and 10 Menomonie at their own 8. 4:20 remaining in the first half. Marshfield now on top, 16-14.
Menomonie's going to take over inside the 10-yard line.
Menomonie now has scored their last 2 possessions. Marshfield scored on 3 straight possessions, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. So not many defensive stops since the middle portion of the first quarter. Menomonie offense back on the field, led by quarterback Taylor Mars. DJ Butler, the tailback. Mikasel goes in motion, and Butler straight ahead, but not much there. Shut down by several Tigers. Reisner is there. Nowitzki.
Butler gets a short gain on the play.
Lucas Halen.
2nd and 9. Nowitzki among others.
Butler maybe 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9 for Menomonie at their own 9-yard line. Mars back in the pistol. Butler next to him. Lugo in motion. He gets the pitch on the jet sweep and stopped near the 10-yard line. Not much running room there. Some early contact, I believe, by Easton Ledden and wrapped up by Caden Reisner. Lugo stopped at the 10. He gains 1 more. So 3rd and about 8 for Menomonie at their own 10-yard line. Tigers looking for a stop right here. Menomonie moving some players around. Mars in the pistol. Butler in the backfield with him on 3rd and 8. And Mars runs himself. And he'll get out across the 15 to about the 16, but 2 or 3 yards short of the first down. Mars stopped on the 17. He does gain 7. Looks like they'll mark him about a yard shy of the first down. So looks like they gave him the first down on the play. No, it is 4th down. 4th and 1. And now a flag flies as Menomonie tried to draw Marshfield offside. They may have done that. Looks like an offside call against Marshfield. And so Menomonie will retain possession. 1st and 10 Mustangs at their own 22. 2:40 left first half. And Marshfield on top here, 16-14. Mars hands to Lugo, getting outside for a nice gain across the 30 to the 35-yard line, about the 37, and finally stopped there. Lugo runs for about 15 on that play.
Lugo got the carry and gets up to the 38-yard line. There's a flag down on the field.
There is a penalty flag, however, on the play.
Face mask is the ball against the defense.
We've had few penalties in this ball game. We have one right here. And may go against Marshfield. Looks like a face mask call on the Tigers. So more yardage for Menomonie here. That will bring the football across the 50 to Tiger 47. So 1st and 10 Menomonie at the Marshfield 47. Still 2:25 left in the first half. Marshfield on top, 16-14. Mars from the pistol formation. Butler next to him. And Mars back to pass here. Lobs it near side to Butler. At the 50-yard line, he's upended right there in the open field by Easton Ledden. Falls forward for maybe 1 yard on the play. Good defensive stop there by Easton Ledden in the open field. That play only gains 1. 2nd and 9 for Menomonie at the Marshfield 46. 1:55 left in the first half. Mars in the pistol. 2 receivers on either side. Butler the tailback. Lugo goes in motion. Mars straight ahead. A nice gain across the 40 to about the 38. Near the first down marker. And now Menomonie takes a timeout. Menomonie timeout, their first timeout of the first half, with 1:41 remaining in the second quarter. Our score is Marshfield 16, Menomonie 14. We'll come back to Hiding Stadium and more football.
A Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games, plus entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We've had the scores on the last 5 possessions between these two teams. And now Menomonie driving once again, 3rd and 1 Mustangs at the Marshfield 38. Mars from the pistol, Butler in the tailback spot. Mikasel comes in motion. And it's Mars straight ahead for short yardage. Now breaks tackles and falls forward about the 33. He'll gain 5 on that play to give Menomonie a first down at the Marshfield 33-yard line. 90 seconds left, first half. Marshfield leads 16-14. Mars lines up the Mustangs offense once again. Takes the snap, fades the pass, tosses near side. Quick outlet to Asher. Liam Asher, a quick slant. Carries down the 29-yard line, picks up about 4 yards on that pass play. 2nd and 6 Menomonie at the Marshfield 29, 1:10 left before halftime. Menomonie lines up once again, Mars in the pistol. Takes the snap, fades the pass once more. Throws far side to Butler, makes the catch at the 30. Upended nicely, another open field tackle by Easton Ledden. That's 2 plays like that by Easton on this drive. And Butler upended at the 28-yard line. Only gains about a couple of yards on that play. And a timeout charge to Menomonie, their second timeout.
It's time to replace your old gutters. Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Just 52 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Marshfield leading Menomonie 16-14. Big play here for Menomonie. 3rd and 4 at the Marshfield 27-yard line. Mustangs line up going from left to right, or right to left rather, from south to north here at Hiding Stadium. Mars in the pistol formation once again on 3rd and 4. Takes the snap, throws far sideline, knocked down and intercepted. Mason Anderson knocks the ball down, picks off the deflection, and makes the pass interception, and Marshfield gets the ball back.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Tigers play it here. 1st and 10 Marshfield at their own 33. Tigers have 2 timeouts remaining before halftime. Trevin Fries in the pistol. Fades to pass the football. It's a screen pass to Taylor across the 35 to about the 39, and gang tackle there. Fullback Josh Taylor makes the play. He also caught one pass for 1 yard a week ago. Tigers now take a timeout. Their second
Taqueria Monarca is now open at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. Kick things up a notch with the fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
He scored on a 61-yard run on Marshfield's last possession. Clock down to 39 seconds remaining. Taylor and Carlson in the eye here. Ethan Fimmel at quarterback. Ethan under center on this play. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the near sideline, and throws on the run, and overthrows Sadowska at the Menomonie 45, incomplete. Deep sideline pattern to Jacob Sadowska, falls incomplete. Now 3rd and 4 for Marshfield at their own 39. .34 seconds remaining before halftime. Tigers looking for one score here before the second quarter comes to an end. Trevin Fry's back out there to play quarterback on this play. McTaggart to the near side. Carlson and Jordan out wide as well. Snap back to Fries, gives to Carlson straight ahead. Out to about the 42, gains 3 on that play. The Tigers now faced with 4th down, 4th and about 2. And Menomonie using its final timeout to force a punt here with 28 seconds remaining in the period. Timeout Menomonie. 28 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Marshfield leads Menomonie.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust.
It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
And Charlie Micasell back in deep safety for Menomonie inside his own 30-yard line. Low snap, Heron grabs it, kicks it away, a high kick. Micasell lets this one bounce inside the 20, rolls inside the 15, inside the 10, and finally comes to a stop at the 6-yard line. A 52-yard punt by Aaron Agna. So Menomonie football at their own 6 with 14 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and Marshfield leading 16-14. Please stay with us at halftime for an interview with Marshfield Tiger cross-country coach Dan Aiken on WOSQ. That's at halftime tonight. 1st and 10 Menomonie at their own 6. See how Menomonie plays this. They are now out of timeouts.
I didn't get my first hot dog.
Yeah.
I was promised a second hot dog.
Looks like a tight formation. Mars under center on this play. He'll take a knee. And that will close out the first half of football here at Hiding Stadium. Lots of offense after each team struggled early running the football. The Marshfield and Menomonie ball clubs.
At Rice's More Than Floors, you'll find quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and of course, quality flooring. So you have 3 options. Come visit us here in Marshfield. We're near Fleet Farm. 2, check out our website, ricesmorethanfloors.com. Or 3, give us a call or text at 715-384-4554. And yes, pets are allowed in Rice's when accompanied by a well-behaved human.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and #1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota compact do-it-all tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
Hayden Carlson, a 60-yard touchdown run for the Tigers, has Marshfield out in front at the halftime break, 16-14 here at Hiding Community Stadium. Jason Zaleski here. Take you through some other scores across the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network here in just a moment. First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage counties. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. And Brad Krecklau and Ian Pierce, your rural mutual insurance agents in Marshfield, offer a full line of insurance products. Contact Rural Mutual in Marshfield for a free quote. Halftime at Tom Field in Wausau. Lacrosse Logan leads Wausau East 13-7. A minute 7 just down the road in Schofield as River Falls leads DC Everest 19-7. Everest on the move, though. They are at the River Falls 23-yard line, trailing by 12 with a minute 7 to play. New Richmond all over Eau Claire North. 90 seconds left to the first half. 34-0. Tigers over the Huskies. And in Wisconsin Rapids, South Wood County, Rice Lake 14, Wisconsin Rapids nothing. A minute 40 left there, so some halftime action going on now. And again, one game at the half. Again, it's Lacrosse Logan 13 and Wausau East 7. When you need to make an impression, the professionals at Heinzen Printing and Promotional can bring your ideas to life. Call Heinzen Printing and Promotional today for a free quote. Heinzen Printing and Promotional, South Central Avenue in Marshfield. And Rice's More Than Floors, stop in today for quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, quality flooring. Visit the showroom or visit the website and give Rice's More Than Floors a call today. We'll talk about the football Friday night schedule when we return right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Parents' Night here in Marshfield as the home Tigers on Parents' Night carry a 16-14 first half advantage. Again, Jason Zaleski here with your halftime reports. Took you through scores around the network. We'll get back to those in just a minute. First, Maple Fall Fest. Check it out, September 13th and 14th. That's coming up in just a couple of weeks right here in Marshfield. Check out arts and crafts vendors, the Kids Zone, and yummy food. Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Valley Communities Credit Union. For 90 years, Valley's Community Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong, Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured NCUA. Mentioned DC Everest, they have scored. They were at the 23-yard line when this halftime began. Now they have scored. River Falls 19, DC Everest 14. That game live right now on Zaleski Sports. Chris Conley on the call. And Wisconsin Rapids has scored as they narrow the gap with number 1 ranked Rice Lake. 14-16 Warriors over Raiders in Southwood County. They are Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln going for 2 right now. With Steve Maves on the call. Football on Friday night starts at 6 o'clock, special 6 o'clock kickoff. Winnebago Lutheran host Amherst. Steve Maves on the call there on Friday night. Colby at Abbotsford, Joe Anderson on the call. Slinger at Badger, a big heavyweight football game in the Southeast. Slinger and Badger, Matt Peck and Elijah Vangsalata will guide you through the action in the Milwaukee Metro. Stanley Boyd at Cadott, Dan Lau on the call. Neilsville Granton at Loyal, Joe Anderson on the call. Correction, Colby at Abbotsford, Ben Brecht on the call. Mosney at Menasha, Brendan Retzloff on the call. Manoa at St. Mary Catholic with Justin Shizuski on the call. Edgar at Stratford, our Zaleski Sports Game of the Week. You'll get multiple camera angles, instant replay, all kinds of fancy-dancy on the screen. A game you'll want to see for many reasons with Mike Steinwagner on the call. Freedom at Wapaka, Dan Nelson on the call. Oshkosh West at Oshkosh North. You'll hear the friendly tones of Mike Wendlandt. And Wild Rose at Newman. That'll be me and Dan Ross. By the way, Jason Zaleski here. As we help the grand opening of the new Newman Fighting Cardinals football stadium and press box, 8-player football. All those kickoffs at 7. Again, Amherst at Winnebago Lutheran, kickoff at 6 p.m. Friday night, right here on Zaleski Sports. Give you a first half update when we return right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Josh Sparks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Again, Parents' Night continues here at Hiding Community Stadium as you see the parents and their football sons on the field. 16-14 Marshfield. Hayden Carlson accounting for both Marshfield touchdowns. Menomonie got up first 7-0. Marshfield answered back. Hayden Carlson, tough run going right to left. And then Carlson in the second quarter from 60 yards out, right where those parents are just coming in the lineup right now. Hayden Carlson, big touchdown run. That was after a big kickoff return also for Marshfield. 16-14. Menomonie able to find success up the middle running the ball, and we'll certainly see Coach Sins, Menomonie Mustangs head coach Mike Sins, continue that ground attack. Marshfield ground attack has been equally as strong. And it'll be an interesting second half as both teams look to stop the run and continue the run on the offensive side. So a ground and pound, fun football game though here in the first half. Temperatures just now dipping below 70 degrees on an otherwise picture perfect Thursday we had here in central Wisconsin. I was at Pacelli Columbus girls tennis earlier in the day, and we'll have highlights of that tennis meet tomorrow morning on the Facebook family of channels here at Zaleski Sports. Again, we'll go through the football schedule for tomorrow. Amherst at Winnebago Lutheran, 6 p.m. start. Colby at Abbotsford, Slinger at Badger, Stanley Boyd at Cadott, Neilsville at Loyal, Mosney at Menasha, Manoa at St. Mary Catholic, Edgar at Stratford, Freedom at Wapaka, Oshkosh West at Oshkosh North, Wild Rose at Newman. Yes, that's one company here at Zaleski Sports bringing you all those games, plus the 6 live broadcasts we have going on right now. I'll give you a volleyball score in just a minute. We are just that crazy to go and do all these games that you get to watch for free right on the comfort of your own couch in your living room. Falker Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across central Wisconsin on your accomplishments, both on and off the courts and fields. Best of luck this year from Falker Brothers of Marshfield. Time to get your pool ready for summer. Get some late swimming, right? And then get ready to get it winterized. Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield to help you with all of that. Your local BioGuard dealer for the products and expertise to do it right. And at Nuts Deep, Mondays were made for Mac. Go to Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield on Mac Mondays and get one of the special Mac options. A whole menu of options at Nuts Deep in Marshfield. Hurry in and find your favorite. On Monday, it's Aleva Strum at Neilsville Volleyball. Aleva Strum with the 1-0 match lead. They lead 23-17 in the second with Joe Anderson on the call. That is live right now. Thursday night volleyball here on Zaleski Sports as well. We really have no bounds to the sports that will bring you. No shame either. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step. Contact Next Step today. And Sternweiss & Sons, Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield, now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night. Work for the hometown team at Sternweiss & Sons. Sternweiss & Sons of Marshfield. Final commercial break. And we will bring you back with a halftime update from Gene and Dale right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Some hills in the first part of the season. We try to train at the race pace. So on Saturday we'll find out what the race pace is and then base a lot of their training on that.
You mentioned the Columbus Invitational, then your Invitational coming up shortly thereafter. Tell us about that home meet you got every year.
Well, we're excited about the Columbus invite to get a chance to see the course, and then 10 days later, this year we have our meet. We have 23 schools. I think we have 800 runners coming, 400 middle school, 400 high school, and from all over the area. And a number of small schools, and they always have great programs that they bring some excellent runners to the course. And we also have the night meet hosted by Stratford at River Edge. So we're real blessed that we have 3 courses in town. You know, we try to get to Fry Field. We were out there last week. Mark and Christine Fry built a course for Spencer and Marshfield, and we love training out there. We're fortunate enough that we are able to get out there about 5-6 times, and that's where we host the conference meet in a couple of years. It's just a wonderful course, just about 10 miles north of Marshfield.
Coach, tell us about your staff for this year.
Well, I have some outstanding assistants, and once again, they came back and wanted to help out, and so I appreciate that. Steve Weiler and Scott Sager and Denny Christensen. All those fellows work with the track program, and Denny was a former head coach at Spencer. Steve has been coaching track almost 20 years and 15 years with cross country. Scott Sager, this is his 5th year helping us out. And we also have Kyle Flug, a new teacher who's going to volunteer when he can. He's teaching physics, and he ran for the Pointers. So we have some young fellas, too, because the three of us are not the youngest guys in the world anymore. So Scott and Kyle are nice young coaches and, the future of the program.
Marshfield Tiger cross-country coach Dan Aiken joining us. The Tiger cross-country team opens its schedule on Saturday at the Columbus High School Invitational at Wildwood Park in Marshfield. Action in that event begins on Saturday at 9 a.m. and includes the cross-country teams from Edgar, Loyal, Neilsville, and Cadott, as well as Marshfield, and numerous other schools from throughout the upper Midwest. That's the Columbus High School Cross-Country Invitational, Saturday, 9 a.m. at Wildwood Park in Marshfield. High school football action on WDLB and WOSQ, brought to us by Partners Bank of Marshfield, Spencer, and Stratford. A community bank with a variety of loan products to fit your needs. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. That's Partners Bank of Marshfield, Spencer, and Stratford. More high school football action coming up on WDLB and WOSQ in just a moment.
High School Sports is being brought to you by Marshfield Area Chamber of Commerce and Industry. It's Marshfield made new. House of Heating, North Central Avenue, Marshfield. Your premier Lennox dealer. Lean on Lennox and House of Heating to make your home comfortable. BBD Sport Shop, Abbotsford, a full-service sport shop. Fishing supplies, crossbows, guns, and ammo, plus the largest supplier of bear bait. East Spruce, Abbotsford. And elevate your space. Shop Rice's More Than Floors, Marshfield. They offer premium Hunter Douglas window treatments, Benjamin Moore paints, and stunning floor options.
Nasonville Dairy began creating delicious cheese way back in 1885, and the Hyman family has been running the farm since the 1960s. Today, spanning multiple generations, father, sons, and grandchildren, they continue to carry forward the knowledge and passion for cheesemaking within Wisconsin. Nasonville Dairy proudly supports local dairy farmers using the milk from neighbors' farms, over 1.5 million pounds per day, to make products fresh and Wisconsin proud. 3 generations of Hyman family are committed to blending nature, science, artistry, and tradition for their signature scrumptious and delightful cheese. Their passion ensures they will never stop learning. The family dairy has licensed cheesemakers along with master cheesemakers Ken, Tom, Brian, Kirk, and Sarah. Their desire for award-winning exceptional cheese is something we know you'll taste and believe. The proof is in the product. Over the years, Nasonville Dairy cheeses have earned several local and international awards. Experience their cheese at your favorite grocery or cheese store.
High School Sports coverage is brought to you by Country Wireless High-Speed Internet. We bring the internet to you, whether rural, business, or residential. Get details at countrywireless.com. Edward Jones, Randy Gershman, financial advisor, making sense of investing and help creating a long-term financial strategy designed for you, member FDIC. And Comfort Systems Heating and Cooling, HVAC specialist, restoring your comfort for over 40 years on Veterans Parkway, Marshfield, residential, commercial, and agricultural.
Good high school football game this evening here at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Marshfield and Menomonie meeting. And this non-conference matchup, Tigers on top here at halftime, 16-14. Marshfield scored 1 touchdown in the first quarter on a 22-yard touchdown run by Hayden Carlson. Menomonie then came back and scored their first touchdown on a run of 6 yards by Oliver Lugo. The Mustangs then pushed across a 2-point conversion to lead 8-7. Marshfield got the ball back, drove the field, and scored on a 28-yard field goal by Aaron Ogna, giving Marshfield a 10-8 lead. Menomonie took over once again and scored on a 2-yard run by quarterback Taylor Mars. Their pass for extra point was not good, and so the Menomonie lead was 14-10 at 4:45 remaining in the second quarter. On the next possession, Marshfield scored in one play on a 61-yard touchdown run by Hayden Carlson. Extra point kick was blocked, giving Marshfield a 16-14 lead with 4:27 left in the first half, and that's where we stand at this point of the ball game. So going back and forth, lots of offense in this one. Dale Yukaitis with us for some comments and some analysis on that first half. Dale, what did you think of this performance so far tonight?
Quick stats. Menomonie with 215 total yards, 164 rushing in 29 attempts. Leading ground gainer is their quarterback, Mars, with 76 yards in 14 carries. Mars has passed for 49 yards in 7 attempts in the ball game. Asher, their leading receiver, with 2 catches for 37. Marshfield about the same stat-wise, 212. Marshfield has 204 yards rushing in 13 attempts. Hayden Carlson with 147 yards and a couple touchdowns in only 8 carries. Fries has thrown for 8 yards in 2 attempts. Femmel is over 2 passing. And so stat-wise, ball game pretty close, scoreboard pretty close, and some pretty good individual performances by Mars from Menomonie in particular, and Hayden Carlson for Marshfield.
Tigers, after struggling last week against New Richmond, certainly looking a bit better in this ball game tonight, I would think.
Yeah, overall, they've tackled somewhat better. They've tackled somewhat better in defense. They've been more aggressive. Menomonie has gotten to the outside a couple times, and their kind of misdirection offense that they're running has caused some problems for the Tigers. And Carlson has run through some people, especially once he's gotten to the outside. He's proving this year to be a very, very good and a formidable, strong running back.
Good job by Hayden Carlson so far in this ball game. And Taylor Mars responding well for the Menomonie Ball Club at quarterback, running the Mustangs offense as well. Marshfield on top here at the halftime break, 16-14. By the way, on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, college football action on Saturday as Syracuse faces Tennessee. That broadcast begins Saturday at 10:30 a.m. on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com. Beautiful evening for football. Fans enjoying a great ball game tonight between Marshfield and Menomonie. And Menomonie will get the football to start the second half of action this evening. Tiger kick team coming back out. Great evening for football. Fans enjoying themselves tonight here at Hiding Stadium. Aaron Ogna will kick off. DJ Butler back in deep safety for Menomonie. Aaron ready. Here's the kick. End over and kick, a long kick. Butler back on the 2-yard line, stumbles, comes across the 10-yard line, out across the 15, hit at the 20, and knocked down on the 21-yard line. Tackled right there by Wes Nowitzki. Avoided several tackles on that play, but carries out to the 21, and that's where Menomonie will take over. 1st and 10 Mustangs at their own 21 early in the third quarter, and Marshfield on top 16-14. Marshfield defense back on the field. They've played pretty well, stopping the Mustangs their last couple of drives. This Marshfield defense, not a real big defense. The biggest man out there is Keegan Young at 210. Oh, they've used some offensive players. Grant Allar goes about 230. He's seeing some time at linebacker tonight, normally a starting guard for the Tigers. First and 10 Menomonie from their own 22-yard line. Taylor Mars at quarterback, under center. He'll pitch to Butler, trying to turn that far corner across the 25 and stopped at the 26-yard line on a nice tackle by Lucas Halen. Butler outside, gets about 4 yards on that run. Second and 4 for Menomonie at their own 26. Mustangs go with no huddle here. Mars under center once again, power I formation with 2 tight ends. Tiger shift, Butler off tackle to the 30, to about the 32. Near the first down marker, he may have it at the 33. Looks like a ball player from Menomonie is down on the play. Menomonie man is down. Butler carried out to about the 33-yard line. And a player from Menomonie down on the field. We cannot identify him from here. Butler would have gained about 7 on that play, which would give Menomonie a first down at their own 33-yard line. Menomonie man that is now sitting up and being attended to by medical personnel. We're early in the third quarter here at Hiding Stadium, and Marshfield leads Menomonie 16-14. Menomonie man down on the play, now being pulled up. And that is the tailback Butler. Only a junior, DJ Butler, ran for 538 yards and 3 touchdowns as a sophomore a year ago. Had 5 carries for 16 yards against the Tigers. So at least for a couple of plays, Menomonie needs a new tailback. They have the football on their own 33. We're early in the second half, and Marshfield leads this contest 16-14. Mars a quarterback, and now Oliver Lugo takes over as the tailback for Menomonie. From the power I on this play with 2 tight ends. And the handoff goes to the fullback, who breaks on the tackle and in the clear down the far sideline to the 30, the 20-yard line, cuts back inside and take it out of the 10-yard line. There may be a call here also in Marshfield on a face mask, but that ball went to the tailback, the fullback rather, who carries all the way down to about the 7-yard line. That was Easton Anderson on that run. Anderson down to the 7. He gained 60 yards with that run. And we may have a face mask infraction on Marshfield as well to put the ball on the 3. So first and goal Menomonie at the Marshfield 3-yard line. Early third quarter, and Marshfield on top right now, 16-14. DJ Butler on the far sideline, eager to get back in there, but he'll sit out for one more play. Lugo the tailback. Tight formation once again. And Mars will pitch it to Lugo off the left side, and near the goal line, he's close, but apparently he is in. Lugo scores from 3 yards away to cap a 4-play, 78-yard scoring drive, and Menomonie back on top, leading 20-16. Oliver Lugo with the rushing touchdown, his second tonight. That puts Menomonie back on top. We had some long drives tonight on both sides. Menomonie now attempting the 2-point conversion. Butler back in the ball game at tailback on this play. Mars under center with 2 blocking backs on the far side. Mars will pitch to Butler straight ahead, dives near the goal line, and he does get in for the 2-point play. So Menomonie converts the 2-point play. We have 10:47 remaining in the third quarter, and our score now is Menomonie 22 and Marshfield 16. We'll come back to Heidi Stadium and more football in just a moment.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by Nasonville Dairy Marshfield, award-winning cheese for more than 100 years and crafting unique flavors for the industry. The Hearing House, hearing aids and services that make your house a hearing house. They help Wisconsin hear with 5 great locations. And Edward Jones, Brian Kaiser, financial advisor, making sense of investing and helping create a long-term financial strategy designed for you. Member FDIC.
Real roller coaster ball game tonight. Menomonie back up by 6 early here in the third quarter. And Everett Paulson kicking off for the Mustangs. Carlson and Larson back deep for Marshfield at the 10-yard line. Paulson has been squibbing his kicks much of the evening. 2 Tiger up men. Paulson now ready. Here's a line drive to the near side. Larson on the 16-yard line. Heading for the far sideline. Sidesteps one tackler. Cuts back across the 20 to the 25. Across the 30 to about the 32. Gavin Larson on that return. And the Marshfield offense back on the field. 1st and 10 Tigers. At their own 33-yard line. Early third quarter. And Marshfield now trails 22 to 16. Keep in mind, just a couple of weeks, the Marshfield Tiger Athletic Hall of Fame inducting several new members. Dawn Sadowska, John Miner, Chad Frederick, Ann Pernsteiner, all to be inducted into the Tiger Hall of Fame this year. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 33-yard line. Trevin Fries in the pistol formation. Gives to Carlson, gets it in the backfield though and stopped back at the 30. Some good penetration on that play by Adonis Butler of Menomonie, and Carlson loses 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 13 Tigers at their own 30-yard line. The induction ceremony is at the Marshfield High School Auditorium Saturday, March 13th, starting at 4 p.m. Reception to follow. All invited to take in that induction ceremony at the high school on Saturday, September 13th. 2nd and 13 Tigers at their own 30. Femmel in the pistol here. Back to pass, throws to the near sideline, and caught by Kolstad, who then drops the ball. Kolstad had it, then turned to run, and it fell out of his hands. Incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. 3rd down now, 3rd and 13 Tigers at their own 30-yard line. Should be a good time for that Tiger Hall of Fame induction on September 13th. Eau Claire Memorial in town for the ball game the previous night. And once again, anybody who wants to attend the auditorium ceremony can do so. No charge on that. Then a reception to follow later that evening, and that's no charge of that as well. 3rd and 13 Tigers at their own 30. Slot to the near side. Fries at quarterback. Trevin fades to pass. Has time. Now throws deep to the near sideline. Looking for Sadowska. The ball is knocked away, incomplete. Sadowska had a step on his defender. However, the defensive back on that play, Bailey Casey, went up, knocked that ball down. Incomplete pass. So 4th and 13 for the Tigers at their own 30-yard line. Looks like a 3-and-out for Marshfield. And Menomonie will get the ball back once again. Aaron Ogna will punt the ball away. Jake Rue back in deep safety for Menomonie inside his own 40-yard line. Good snap. Kick is away. High kick. Bounces inside the 40, takes a Marshfield roll, out of bounds around the 30. They'll mark it out right at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Menomonie at their own 30. 9:39 remaining in the third quarter, and Menomonie now on top 22 to 16. Always a good time for that Tiger Hall of Fame ceremony. And it should be a nice time once again this year as those new inductees go into the Hall of Fame this year. Menomonie offense back out there on the field, led by senior quarterback Tyler Mars. I've been guaranteed that John Miner have lots of funny stories to tell, as he normally does. So looking forward to that. 1st and 10 Mustangs at their own 30-yard line. Taylor Mars, a quarterback. Butler back in the ball game at the tailback spot. And Mars gives to Butler. Not much running room. Finds a seam, though, and carries out to about the 35. 5 yards and tight conditions for DJ Butler on that run. 2nd and 5 Menomonie, just across their own 35-yard line. Tigers, by the way, do have one takeaway in this ball game. Had a pass interception by Mason Anderson. Mason, by the way, now has a sack, a fumble recovery, and an interception so far this year in the first 2 ball games. 2nd and 5 Menomonie at their own 35-yard line. Mars will be under center on this play. Anderson, the fullback, gives us to Butler once again. Boy, he takes a hard hit and goes down after a very short gain. That was Lucas Halen on that hit. And that was not Butler. That was Max Erickson running the football on that play. Upfield, there's a Menomonie man down. Erickson maybe 1 yard on that carry to the 36. But a Menomonie offensive lineman, Max Branch, now up and walking off the field under his own power. Menomonie faced with 3rd and 3, just shy of their own 37-yard line. Senior Taylor Mars at quarterback, and here's that spot from a very good quarterback last year, Brady Johnson. You may recall last season, Johnson threw 5 touchdown passes against Marshfield in the first half. 3 of those to Isaac Ellison. 3rd and 3 Menomonie at their own 37. Power I once again, pitch play to Butler. Gets hit in the backfield and taken down for a loss. Several Tigers in on that stop. Looked like the first man there may have been Cole Kenny. Butler will lose about 3 on that play.
Loss of 4.
So it's 4th and 7 Menomonie.
4th down.
At their own 33. They line up in a pistol formation. And now on the kick, Mars down the far sideline. No Tiger back. And the ball rolls inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, and comes to rest at the 8-yard line. So a 59-yard punt by Mars. And Marshfield football on their own 8. With 7:41 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And Menomonie leading 22-16. Marshfield Tiger football on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com, brought to us by First Choice Credit Union on East 4th Street in Marshfield. People helping people in Wood, Marathon, Clark, and Portage counties. Member NCUA, make them your first choice at First Choice Credit Union. Marshfield football on their own 8-yard line. Tigers have had some long touchdown drives tonight. 81 yards, 61 yards. Marshfield lines up with Carlson taking the direct snap on this play. And he hands the ball off to Larson. Larson will throw to the near sideline and caught by Kolstad about the 18, then driven back right there. Carlson takes the direct snap, passes back to Larson, who's Marshfield's 3rd-string quarterback, and Larson to Kolstad for about 9 yards.
17-yard line.
Kolstad down to the 17. Cam's 3rd catch this year. 2nd and 1 Tigers at their own 17-yard line. Kolstad wide far side. Sadowska comes to the near side. Again, Carlson. Now it's Carlson, the tailback. Fries is under center on this play. And Fries gives to his fullback, Josh Taylor. Straight ahead across the 20 and push back there. But Josh will have the first down with that run. Taylor gains 4 to the 21-yard line. A first down for Marshfield at their own 21. Tigers trail 22-16. 6:50 remaining in the third quarter here at Hiding Stadium. Freshman quarterback Ethan Fimmel back in the ball game. He and Fries have split time at that spot tonight. Jordan and Kolstad to the near side, and Larson wide out far side. Fimmel in the pistol, Carlson behind him. Carlson gets the handoff, has a seam across the 25, and breaks a tackle across to the 30. Out across the 35-yard line and stop right there. Once again, a real tough run for Hayden Carlson. He'll pick up 14 yards on that play. A Marshfield first down on their own 35-yard line. Some good running tonight for Hayden Carlson of Marshfield. First and 10 Tigers at their own 35-yard line as we approach the halfway mark of the third quarter here at Hiding Stadium. This game is seesawed back and forth. We've had 5 lead changes in this ball game. First and 10 Tigers at their own 30. Fries at quarterback from the pistol. Carlson next to him. Sadowska and Kolstad are the wideouts. McTaggart the tight end on the near side. Fries will hand off to Carlson, looking for a seam. Not much there. He's gang tackled at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play. Second and 10 Tigers at their own 35-yard line. Tigers change some personnel. Jordan and Larson come back in. And the freshman Ethan Fimmel comes in as well to play quarterback. Second and 10 Marshfield at their own 35. Jordan far side. Larson wide near side. Kolstad the wing on the far side. Fimmel in the pistol. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Throws deep to the near sideline looking for Gavin. Larson goes up and makes the catch and goes out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Larson was well covered on that play, but Gavin goes up and grabs it and out of bounds at the 22. Fimmel to Larson.
22-yard line. First down.
37 yards on that pass play, and a first down for Marshfield at the Menomonie 22-yard line. Tigers back in scoring range once again. 4:55 remaining in the third quarter, and Marshfield trails 22-16. We have an injured Menomonie man on the play, behind the play, and medical personnel out to attend to that young man. Other football games around central Wisconsin tomorrow evening. Stanley Boyd plays at Cadott. Assumption at Pepin. Moseley at Menasha. Medford is at Onalaska. Wittenberg Burnhamwood at Tomahawk. Hayward plays at Rhinelander. Ashland visits Lakeland. And Northland Pines at Adams Friendship. In high school football action on Friday evening. The injured Menomonie man is Bryce Shepard, and he's helped off the field. Big pass play between Fimmel and Larson gains 37, and the Tigers have a first down on the Menomonie 22-yard line. 4:57 remaining third quarter, and Marshfield trails Menomonie 22-16. Once again, 5 lead changes now in this ball game. Tigers line up. Trevin Fries, a quarterback under center here. Taylor and Carlson in the eye behind him. Tiger offensive line is down. And Fries on the draw play to Carlson. Has a nice gain across the 25 to the 20 and bounced down around the 18-yard line. Rather, the 13-yard line. Carlson close to a first down. He'll gain 9 on that play. Stopped at the Menomonie 13, second and 1. Gavin Larson back in the ballgame now after that big catch from Fimmel moments ago. Second and 1 Tigers at the Menomonie 13. Carlson taking the direct snap once again on this play. Larson next to him. And Carlson runs himself, tries to get outside, not much place to go, and now spins inside the 15 to about the 11. Looked like that play might be stopped in the backfield, but Carlson kept the play alive. He gains 2 yards to the 11, I believe. But there's a false start here against Marshfield. That play will come back. Procedure call on the Tigers. Brings the ball back to the 18-yard line.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Tigers.
It'll be second and about 6. Second and 6 Tigers. They'll mark it on the 19-yard line. Tigers looking for a go-ahead score. Fenwell comes back into play quarterback, and Sadowska joins him on the field as well. Kolstad far side. Sadowska comes wide near side. Fenwell in the eye, or the pistol rather. Carlson next to him. Snap back to Fenwell, looks to throw far sideline in the end zone. Has a man out there, but overthrows him, incomplete. At the back of the end zone, that was Kolstad looking for that pass, but the ball thrown just a bit too far for Cam. Incomplete pass, and now a third down. 3rd and 7 for Marshfield at the Menomonie 19. Gavin Larson back in the ball game as Kolstad leaves. And Trevin Fries will come back in as well, I believe. Yes, he will. Fries back in at quarterback. 3rd and 7 Tigers at the Menomonie 19-yard line. Now Carlson is back in as the direct snap. Takes the snap and hands the ball off straight ahead to Meisner. And Harlan Meisner down to about the 12. There's a flag down at the line of scrimmage, however. False start on Marshfield. Tough break, as the Tigers may have had the first down on that run, but instead they're penalized 5 yards. The ball will come back to the 24. Still 3rd down, now 3rd and about 12 for Marshfield at the Menomonie 24-yard line. So 2 costly penalties against Marshfield on this series. Fries back in along with Sadowska. Tigers in a big pass play here, or a big play of some sort, to get that first down. 3rd and 12 Tigers at the Menomonie 24. Fries in the pistol, Carlson next to him. Kolstad and Sadowska both on the near side. Fries fakes the handoff, back to pass. With time, rolling near side. Now throws near sideline, and incomplete for Kolstad off the sideline at about the 17-yard line.
Pass fell incomplete.
So a decision now for Coach Gadel. It's 4th down, 4th and 12 Tigers at the Menomonie 24. The Tigers attempt the field goal here by Agna, about 41 yards, and that might be what they're going to do. Aaron Agna coming out. He's kicked 1 field goal tonight, and that was a 28-yarder. He also kicked a 24-yarder last week against New Richmond, but this one will be much longer. This is a 41-yard field goal try with Landon Truby holding. The long snapper on this play is Beckett McFarland. 41-yard field goal try by Aaron Agna. Ball is down. Kick is on the way. Fading. Kick is long enough, but no good. Field goal is no good. And Menomonie's defense holds, and they take over on the missed field goal with 2:47 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And Menomonie leading Marshfield 22-16. The Mustangs get the ball back at their own 20-yard line. We've now had 5 lead changes in this ball game. Tight ball game all night tonight. And the Mustangs offense back on the field. 1st and 10 Menomonie at their own 20-yard line. Taylor Mars at quarterback. DJ Butler back out there at tailback for Menomonie. Mikasel goes in motion, gets the handoff on the jet sweep, breaks a couple of tackles and carries across the 25 to 26. Charlie Mickelson, by the way, as a receiver a year ago, caught 2 long touchdown passes against Marshfield, 59 yards and 48 yards. He's run the ball tonight, picked up 5 on that play. 2nd and 5 for Menomonie at their own 25-yard line. Mars checking with Butler on this play. Mars back in the pistol formation. Butler flanked out to the near side. Mickelson comes in motion. Gets the handoff on the jet sweep and has some room on the near sideline. At the 35-yard line, upended right there. Now there's a flag down in the secondary. Beckett McFarland on that stop. We see the Tigers make a number of open field stops in this ball game. Easton led them with a couple. Now McFarland makes one as well. We have a holding call here against Menomonie. And so yardage marked off against the Mustangs.
Holding call on Menomonie.
Ball comes back to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Still 2nd down, 2nd and 5 for Menomonie at their own 25. Mars set himself in the pistol formation. Grabs the snap, back to pass, fakes the pass, now throws it off across the middle to Butler, across the 30, out near the 35-yard line. Quick middle screen to Butler, to the 35, prevented there by Lucas Halen.
Stop is made by 11, but not until
He may have the first down yardage with that catch. He does. Gets 9 on the play. 1st and 10 Menomonie at their own 34. Clock rolling, 1:35 left in the third quarter. Menomonie on top, 22-16. 1st and 10 Mustangs at their own 34-yard line. Mars in the pistol formation. Lugo goes in motion, gets the handoff on the jet sweep, gets outside, then gets hit at the 35-yard line and dumped right there. Good open field tackle by Jackson Anderson. And Lugo stopped after a gain of 1.
on the play. Anderson with the stop.
2nd and 9 now for Menomonie at their own 35-yard line. Mars checking with the sideline. Coach Sins for a play here. Now the Mustangs are set. Mars back in the pistol. Butler next to him. Takes the snap and runs himself off tackle. Powers his way to the 40 and stopped there. Hit from behind by Mason Anderson, dropped after a gain of about 5. Conversion play here. It's 3rd and 4 for Menomonie at their own 40-yard line with 30 seconds in the period. Mustangs line up. Mars once again from the pistol formation. Butler next to him. Takes the snap. And we may have a quick start by a Mustangs receiver on that far sideline. That will be the call. Procedure against Menomonie. And that will bring the ball back to the 35-yard line. And set up a 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs. Now with 12 seconds in the period. Clock is rolling. And Menomonie may not run a play here. That play will end the third quarter here at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Our score after 3 periods, Menomonie 22 and Marshfield 16. We'll come back with fourth quarter football in just a moment.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by Four Choices, 114 East 14th Street, Marshfield. Dine-in or carry-outs, dial 715-207-0358. Daily lunch specials and Friday fish fry baskets. Remax American Dream, the right connections, technology, and strategies to meet your home buying or selling vision. 901 North Central Avenue, Marshfield. And McDonald's Marshfield. Get exclusive deals on your McDonald's favorites in the app. Contactless order and pay, drive-through, and curbside pickup. Grassland Dairy Products is proud to turn local Wisconsin milk into quality products enjoyed worldwide. Fresh, high-quality milk sourced from local farmers is crafted into delicious dairy goods right here in our community. From the heart of central Wisconsin to tables around the world, Grassland Dairy Products team delivers rich local dairy to over 40 countries across the globe. Grassland Dairy Products, built by tradition, sustained by innovation.
You're listening to high school football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. With Dale Yukaitis, I'm Gene Delisio at Heidi Stadium in Marshfield. We start the fourth quarter with Menomonie leading Marshfield 22-16. Big play here. It's 3rd and 9 for Menomonie at their own 35-yard line. Two receivers on the far side. Mars on the pistol, Butler next to him on 3rd and 9. Mars takes the snap, back to pass. Looking far side, throws to the far sideline, and the ball is knocked away by Anderson, incomplete. Good job by Marshfield's Jackson Anderson, cutting in front of the Menomonie receiver on that far sideline, knocked that ball loose, incomplete pass. So now a 4th down play for Menomonie. It's 4th and 9 Mustangs at their own 35. Tigers expect a punt here, although Mars lines up in a quick punt formation. But Hayden Carlson is back in deep safety inside the 35-yard line. Mars takes the snap and kicks it away. Over Carlson's head, however, Hayden fumbles it, picks it back up at the 18. Circles back to the far sideline, breaks a tackle to the 30. A flag goes down behind the play. Carlson out across the 35 to 37. They may have a block in the back on this play. Could be a call here against Marshfield. Marshfield man is down as well. This is the time of the year when you get a lot of cramp situations.
Flag down on the return.
And so a Marshfield man is down, back around the 20-yard line. Clock stopped, 11:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Menomonie on top, 22-16. This is the 12th matchup in this series between these two teams. Menomonie has won 7, Marshfield has won 4. Menomonie won last season, 35-10. They've won the last 4 ball games in this series. Marshfield's last win was in the playoffs in 2010, and they won that ball game 21-14. That was actually a year the two teams played twice. Menomonie won the regular season game 22-14, then Marshfield won the playoffs 21-14. Marshfield man still down on the field after that last punt. And Marshfield trainers on the field to attend to that ball player. Early in the fourth quarter, now the player looks like he might be pulling himself up, and he is. And now going back down again, that appears to be Wes Nowitzki. Still down, sitting down around the 20-yard line. We're early in the fourth quarter here at Heidi Stadium. Menomonie on top on this ball game, 22-16. Beautiful evening for football. Once again, the big news in sports today, the Green Bay Packers acquiring Micah Parsons from Dallas for defensive tackle Kenny Clark and 2 number 1 draft picks. So Micah Parsons will be with the Packers when they open the season next week against Detroit. Big addition for the Green Bay Packers. And a big contract as well. Parsons gets a deal worth about $188 million over 4 years. And most of that guaranteed. Wes Nowitzki now up and walking off the field under his own power. There was an illegal block on that punt return, so Marshfield has the ball now at their own 9. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 9, early fourth quarter, and Menomonie leads this ball game 22-16. Marshfield offense heading back onto the field, led by quarterback Trevin Fries. First and 10 Tigers at their own 9. Taylor and Carlson in the eye. Fries under center on this play. And it's Taylor straight ahead, not much there. Josh to the 10. and stopped right there. Fullback Josh Taylor gets 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9 Tigers at their own 10-yard line.
Taylor got that carry. Need a couple.
Tigers did have an 81-yard scoring drive earlier in the ball game. They have to go 91 yards to score on this series. 2nd and 9 Marshfield at their own 10-yard line. Colstead far side. Fimmel at quarterback. Carlson next to him. Gavin Larson split to the near side. Gavin now goes through in motion. And Carlson has the handoff, trying to get outside. Turns the corner, but not much there. He will fight his way for about 3 yards on the near sideline to about the 13. Not much running room for Hayden Carlson running on the short side of the field. Gains 3 on that play, leaves Marshfield a 3rd and 6 at their own 13-yard line. And Fries stays in the ballgame to play quarterback on this play. He and Fimmel have been rotating quite a bit tonight. 3rd and 6 Marshfield at their own 13. Fries in the pistol, Carlson next to him. Larson goes through in motion. Trevin back to pass the football. Has time. Throws far sideline. Has a man out there, but overthrows Josh Taylor at the 40-yard line. Incomplete. The fullback Taylor doing that route along the far sideline. He was behind the defender, but Trevin led him just a bit too far. It's an incomplete pass. And a 4th and 6 for the Tigers at their own 13-yard line. So we presume that Marshall will kick the ball away on this play. Aaron Ogna punting from near the goal line. And Charlie Mickelson back in deep safety near midfield. So Menomonie should have good field position here. Good snap. And the kick by Ogna to the far side, bouncing across the 50. And Mickelson lets it roll inside the 40, inside the 35 to the 32. So a 55-yard punt for Aaron Ogna. And it's Menomonie football. He's had some good punts tonight, 55, 49, and 52 his last 3. So that'll improve Aaron's average, which was about 28.5 heading into this ball game. 1st and 10 for Menomonie at their own 32-yard line with 10:33 remaining in the 4th quarter. And Menomonie leads 22-16. We've had 5 lead changes tonight. Marshfield led at halftime 16-14, but only 1 Menomonie score so far in the second half. Mustangs offense back on the field, tight formation. Mars under center. Hands the ball to his tailback Butler, straight ahead, breaking a few tackles, and dives to about the 41-yard line. DJ Butler picks up 9 on that carry. Tigers outgained last week by New Richmond, 492-295. Tigers moved the ball fairly well, but gave up almost 500 yards of offense to New Richmond in that ball game a week ago. 2nd and 1 for Menomonie at their own 41. They'll stay tight with an I backfield, actually a power I formation, and it's the fullback straight ahead for about 3 yards. I believe that's Easton Anderson once again. Anderson carries to the 44, picks up 3 to give Menomonie a first down. Mustangs looking to run some clock here. We got 9:50 remaining in the 4th quarter. Menomonie leads 22-16. Very exciting, very entertaining ball game tonight here at Hiding Stadium. Again, Menomonie stays tight here. Power I formation. Mars under center. Butler the tailback. Butler gets a pitch straight ahead. Gets a few yards off the left side, right side, about the 47. Got some contact early from Caden Reisner. And then stopped by Mason Anderson at the 47. 3 yards for Butler on that carry. 2nd and 7 Menomonie. There's a flag down, however. Flag down near the pile. And looks like this call will go against Menomonie. Call against the Mustangs here. It's a holding call on Menomonie. And so that play comes back. And the ball now spotted on the 34-yard line. So 1st and 20 for Menomonie at their own 34. Mustangs have not passed the ball very much tonight, but have been rather effective in their throwing game when they've had to do so. 1st and 20 for Menomonie at their own 34. Wide out far side, 2 blocking backs on the far side. Pitch play to Butler, trying to turn that far corner. He's at the 40-yard line, lowers that shoulder, and dives across the 45 all the way out to about the 47-yard line. Nice tough run for DJ Butler. Stopped on the 46. He picks up 12 on that run. Leaves the Mustangs with a 2nd and 8 at their own 46-yard line. Menomonie at this point just wants to run some clock. They lead by 6 with 8:50 left in the 4th quarter. Mustangs line up tight once again. Power I with Butler the tailback. Line is down. Mars gives to Butler straight ahead. Runs into some traffic but carries across the 50 and bursts across the 45-yard line of Marshfield to the 44. Josh Taylor, the Tiger fullback, playing some defense, makes the stop on that play. But Menomonie has a 1st down at the Marshfield 43. 11 more yards on that run by DJ Butler. 1st and 10 Menomonie at the Marshfield 43. Now with 8:30 remaining in regulation time, Menomonie on top 22-16. Mustangs want to keep that ball on the ground here. They line up once again in the power I. Mars will turn and pitch it to Butler again off the left side to the 40, pushed back by several Tigers at that spot. Beckett McFarland there for Marshfield. Josh Taylor is there. Cole Kenny, several others. Butler gains 2 to the 41. 2nd and 8 for Menomonie at the Marshfield 41. We'll keep an eye on that clock. 7:45 remaining in regulation time. Again, the Mustangs are tight with a power I formation. Taylor Mars at quarterback. And he'll give to his fullback Anderson straight ahead for a nice gain to about the 33. Then McFarland will push him back, but he'll be close to a 1st down with that run. Some nice runs tonight by that fullback Easton Anderson. And he carries for 8 on that play to the 33. Still about a half-yard shy of the 1st down marker. So 3rd and less than 1 for Menomonie, just inside the Marshfield 34. Mustangs taking their time here. They break the huddle and go back to their power I with 2 tight ends. Mars will turn, gives to Anderson, the fullback, once again, and he breaks in the secondary and carries all the way down to the 21 for the 1st down. And stop there by Cole Kenny. Anderson runs for 12 more, 1st down for Menomonie at the Marshfield 21-yard line. This will be the 8th play in this drive, which began on the Menomonie 32. We now have 6:40 left in regulation time. Menomonie holding a 22-16 lead. Mustangs again stay tight here with a power I formation. And Mars will give to Anderson off tackle. Gets stood up by Jackson Anderson of the 15. Pushed back there. And now the fullback, Easton Anderson, getting a lot of carries for Menomonie. And he runs down to the 15-yard line. Gets 6 on that run. 2nd and 4 Menomonie at the Marshfield 15 as we approach the halfway mark of this 4th quarter. Menomonie changing some personnel for this play. Taylor Marr still in there at quarterback. DJ Butler the tailback. Anderson the fullback in front of him. Mars pitches to Butler off the right side to about the 10-yard line. He should have the first down with that run. And gang tackled there by several Marshfield players. Caden Reisner on that stop. And it looks like Nowitzki there as well. But Butler does have the first down on the 11-yard line. Picked up 4 on that play. 1st and 10 for Menomonie at the Marshfield 11. Clock rolling, 5:25 remaining in regulation time. And Menomonie leads 22-16. Menomonie pushing for another score. This is the 10th play in this drive. Mustangs from the power I. And there's some movement on that offensive front. And a procedure call on Menomonie. That will set the ball back to the 16 and give the Mustangs a 1st and 15 from the 16-yard line. Clock starts rolling once again. 4:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Menomonie leads by 6. They have the only score in the second half tonight. Mustangs again line up with a tight formation. Butler the tailback. Mars under center. Again, it's the fullback Anderson pushing his way to about the 10-yard line. And stopped by several Tigers on that play. Ethan Trulin, outside linebacker, on that stop at the 11-yard line. Anderson picks up 5 more. This will be the 11th play in this drive, and all the previous 10 on the ground, either from Anderson or Butler. 2nd and 10 Menomonie at the Marshfield 11. This drive began on the Menomonie 32. They've gone from their own 32 to the Marshfield 11 in 10 plays. Power I set, 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line. Mars pitches to Butler, gets hit behind the line, and then spins away across the 10 down to about the 8. Took a hit from Lucas Hanlon in the backfield, but spun away and picks up 4 yards on the play. Now Marshfield wants a timeout. Tigers used their first timeout of the second half. 4 yards on that play by Butler. We have 3:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. And Menomonie leads Marshfield 22-16. We'll come back to Hiding Stadium and more football following this message.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by Citizens State Bank of Loyal, community-owned, community-minded. They welcome the opportunity to serve you no matter what life brings. Arts Body Shop, South Central Avenue, Marshfield. Quality body and framework, including custom work. And Chips Hamburgers, South Central Avenue, Marshfield. Charbroiled, fresh, and instant service. Walk in or drive up. Can you handle Chips Champ?
Menomonie looking for a score here. We give them a 2-score lead. 3:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. Menomonie leads by 6. And the Mustangs have a 3rd and 6 at the Marshfield 7. Now Menomonie, again power I, but this time power I to the far side. Mars turns, fakes the handoff, rolls far side, throws to the end zone, and caught by Anderson for the touchdown. The fullback, Easton Anderson, makes the catch on that 7-yard touchdown play. And Menomonie goes up 28-16. A 12-play, 68-yard scoring drive for Menomonie. Marshfield man down on the field. This is the time of the year when you get a lot of cramp situations, and we could have that once again. 12-play, 68-yard scoring drive for Menomonie. And Taylor Mars throws to Easton Anderson. 6 yards for the score. And the Mustangs now up by 12 with 3.5 to play. Once again, lots of football tomorrow evening on ZaleskiSports.com. Some big Central Wisconsin ball games on the schedule for tomorrow night. Stanley Boyd plays at Cadott. Colby and Abbotsford renew their big rivalry at Abbotsford tomorrow. Neilsville Granton at Loyal Greenwood, another big rivalry tomorrow evening. That game, I believe, by the way, is in Greenwood tomorrow night. Mosinee at Menasha. Wild Rose at Newman. And the biggest rivalry of them all, Edgar and Stratford, play once again tomorrow at Tiger Stadium in Stratford. All those ball games tomorrow night on ZaleskiSports.com starting at 7 p.m. Man still down around the 13-yard line. Marshfield man hurt on this play, being attended to by medical personnel. We now have 3:32 remaining in regulation time. Menomonie leads by 12. The injured man is up, and that is Mason Anderson of Marshfield. Slowly walking off the field under his own power. Now he'll be helped by a couple of teammates. John Sternweiss is out to help him out. He'll be assisted, I believe, by Aaron Ogna as well. Menomonie extending their lead with that score. They've scored 2 touchdowns here in the second half. Marshfield led at halftime 16-14, but Menomonie 2 scores in the second half. That's the only scoring we've had here in the second half of this ball game. Menomonie again will go for 2. Mustangs break their huddle. Power I once again, unbalanced to the near side, pitch to Butler, off tackle, he fights his way into the goal line and gets in. DJ Butler scores on the 2-point conversion to extend the Menomonie lead. 3:32 remaining in the fourth quarter. Our score now is Menomonie 30 and Marshfield 16. We'll come back with more football from Hiding Stadium in just a moment.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by Ag Country FCS Marshfield, supporting agriculture and rural communities with competitive credit and financial services. Merit Electric Service Marshfield, electricians specializing in installations, repairs, and remodels, proudly supporting area youth and events. And Chili Implement, County Y in Chili, the official source for Land Pride implements for farm, turf, dirt working, and landscaping.
Marshfield now down by 14 with 3.5 to play. Tigers have been shut out here in the second half as Everett Paulson kicks off once again for Menomonie. Next Friday night, Marshfield at Rice Lake. Next Friday, 7 p.m. Paulson kicking off for Menomonie. Kick is away, end over end kick. Taylor on the 17. Josh up the far sideline. Across the 25 and powers away across the 30 to about the 31. Marshfield football on their own 31. 3:24 left in regulation time. Menomonie leads 30-16. Tigers need 2 scores in the less than 3.5 minutes to come back in this ball game. Marshfield offense coming back out. Junior Trevin Fry is a quarterback. Tigers have 3 receivers on the near side. Now Femmel is the quarterback on this play. And Ethan back to pass. Starts to run to the near sideline, gets hit and taken down back at the 21. Quarterback sack by Aaron Howard of Menomonie. The second sack by the Menomonie defense in this ball game. Femmel sack back at the 26, a loss of 5 on that play. 2nd and 15 for the Tigers at their own 26-yard line. Tigers have no sacks tonight, but Menomonie has 2. Fry's back in the quarterback. Carlson, the tailback next to him. 3 receivers near side, and Larson wide on the far side. Fry's takes the snap, back to pass. Throws near sideline. An overthrow, Sadowski at the 30, incomplete. Ball from a bit too high for the 5'9" Jacob Sadowski. Couldn't pull it in. It's an incomplete pass. So third down now, third and about 15 for Marshfield at their own 26-yard line. Tigers rush in Logan Bell to play a receiver spot, and Femmel comes back in to play the quarterback spot. Sadowska and Jordan wide near side. Bell and Kolstad far side. Femmel in the pistol on 3rd and 15. Bell comes through in motion. Flag down at the snap. Could be a false start here on Marshfield, and that is the call. That'll bring the ball back to the 21-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 19. 3rd and 19 Tigers at their own 21.
5-yard penalty against the Tigers.
So a tough spot here for Marshfield. The freshman Ethan Femmel stays in the ball game. Three receivers on the near side, and Bell on the far side. Femmel back to pass. Being rushed, throws deep to the near sideline for Sadowska, but throws the ball into the Tiger bench, incomplete. Incomplete pass, and now 4th and 19 for Marshfield at their own 21 with 2.5 to play. See what Coach Gato wants to do here. Looks like he'll go for it and send Fries back in to play quarterback. Fries coming back in, 4th and 19 Marshfield at their own 21. Tigers down by 14 with 2.5 to play. Fries in the pistol with Carlson next to him. Sadowski in motion. Fries to pass the football. Throws far side, caught at the 25-yard line and across the 30, and that's Logan Bell on that catch out to the 32, but he'll be stopped there, about 8 yards shy of the first down marker. Logan Bell on the catch, his first of the year. Picks up 11 on that play, but Marshfield well short of the first down, and Menomonie takes over on downs with 2:22 remaining. The Mustangs leading 30-16. Menomonie offense back on the field at the Marshfield 23. So Menomonie down by a couple of points at halftime, but they score 2 touchdowns here in the second half and keep Marshfield off the scoreboard. So it looks like Menomonie will come away with a win in this ball game. Entertaining ball game, good ball game tonight. Menomonie looks like they'll prevail. Mustangs offense back on the field. Mars still in there at quarterback. Tight formation, however, the tight end on the far side flinched. And a false start coming here against Menomonie. That was Liam Asher. Guilty man on that play. Ball comes back to the 38-yard line. 1st and 15 for Menomonie at the Marshfield 38. Marshfield has 2 timeouts remaining. Menomonie stays tight with a power I and 2 tight ends. Mars gives to his fullback Anderson, upended by Easton Ledden at the 33-yard line. 5 yards for Anderson on that play. 2nd and 10 now for Menomonie at the Marshfield 33 as we hit the 2-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Menomonie stays tight. They've had that power I much of the second half. Mars checking that back judge for the time count. Butler the tailback. Mars gives it to fullback Anderson straight ahead. Upended as he crosses the 30, about the 28-yard line. Some big runs here in the second half of the fullback Easton Anderson. Carries for 5 more on that play. And leaves Menomonie with a 3rd and 5 at the Marshfield 28. The clock down to 1:15 remaining. First down here by Menomonie would about wrap up the win for the Mustangs. 3rd and 5 for Menomonie at the Marshfield 28 with 1:05 to play. Once again, tight formation, power I set. And the fullback Anderson off tackle and falls forward about the 20-yard line. He'll have the first down for Menomonie. And that should wrap things up for the Mustangs. Anderson gains 8 more. 1st and 10 Menomonie at the Marshfield 20. Clock moving with 50 seconds to play. Mustangs need one more snap here to wrap up their 2nd win of the year. He'll stay in that. Now they go to a tight formation. Mars will likely just take a knee here. He will do so, and that will wrap things up here at Hiding Stadium. Well, a tight ball game tonight. Marshfield up by 2 at the halftime break, but a ball game featuring 5 lead changes. And Menomonie outscores Marshfield 16-0 in the second half. They pull away and win this ball game by 14. Our final score this evening, Menomonie 30 and Marshfield 16. Back with a full recap on our postgame report following these messages.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by Courtesy Auto and Truck Center Stanley, your Ford store with a selection of new Fords and pre-owned trucks to fit any budget. First Choice Credit Union, 1614 East 4th, Marshfield.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.